Ricky, you had a really good debut the other night. I know last season you were dealing with different issues through the season. You weren't 100%. So how good did you feel in game one last week?
I feel back to 100%. Last season my body was beat up a little bit, and coming into that season, and so then by week 2 I was kind of already shut down. So where I'm at right now is night and day. I'm 100%.
Ricky, you guys, as a defense, you guys are going to get a little bit of pressure, but you didn't get any sacks. What do you guys need to do maybe to ramp that up a little bit to get some of those quarterback sacks?
I feel like we should just keep doing exactly what we're doing. I mean, the ball was coming out quick, but I mean, we were still getting to them. And every week that ball ain't gonna come out as quick, so we just keep hitting them, keep hitting the quarterback. Eventually, he'll be holding the ball.
Ricky, unfortunately, John Walker, obviously you're going to be missing him for an extended period of time, but how important was this game as an opportunity to kind of get used to life without him for a while?
It was definitely important just to, like, for those younger guys to get in there, and we can kind of see who's ready to step up and kind of make those plays and fill that void that we're missing.
What are you seeing from Sam Houston on today?
They have a veteran O-line and a quarterback that can make plays. So, I mean, it's one of those weeks where we really just have to do our job and really just out-effort them.
The D-backs played a great game along with Deshaun Pace. What is it like to be able to rely on those guys and they're making big plays while they're doing your job?
It's good. I mean, coverage complements, pass rush. So, I mean, if you got guys back there covering, that gives us more time to get to that quarterback and vice versa. If we're harassing the quarterback, they're able to, we're making their job a lot easier. So, they complement each other.
How did you like Dalen Dawson's contributions, particularly as the game went on?
Dalen Dawson's a playmaker, and I'm glad that he was able to kind of come in and help us out at D-tackle. He had TFL and a couple tackles. Like, he came in and he's playing. He's a guy that comes in and he works every day. So I'm glad to have him in the D-tackle room.
How has he adjusted to this new role that he's kind of had to adapt to with John being out?
He handled it well. I mean, Dalen Dawson's a football player. You can see from his film at his other school, he's a football player. I mean, he can play D tackle wherever we need him to play, and he'll go and make plays there.
Ricky, I guess one of the surprises on the depth chart when it came out last week was Tyreek Robinson. He's a young guy, a true freshman. I think he might have come in as a walk-on. He was listed in that two deep behind you. Just what have you seen from him, being a young guy, to earn a spot like that so early in his career?
He's the guy that came in and worked. I mean, everything he earned it. I mean, to me, he's a mini Lee Hunter. He's a young Lee Hunter. He's a big, heavy kid that just want to go make plays. I mean, just to see that hungry, he's a hungry kid. He's here to prove himself. And I don't lie, I love watching him play. Like, it gets me excited talking about him. I'm glad you asked that because he earned it.
We've heard Coach kind of say he wants the defense to make their own kind of highlight plays and make some hits that make everybody go ooh and ah in the stadium. What kind of statement do you feel like Thursday's game was for defense and what you guys can accomplish this year?
It was definitely a statement game just to get out there and really, we've been going against our offense, all fall camp, but to really get out there and in front of the fan base, especially after the defense, what we did last year, just to show the fan base is a new defense.
Ricky, how is it out there that this year has felt different for the defense compared to last year? What do you feel like they're doing now that they didn't last year?
This definitely, the defense we're in is just way more aggressive. It lets the D-line go be playmakers. And I mean, I truly love that I'm in this defense.
How much do you think the aggressiveness that you guys had to go through for fall camp has helped you, especially with tackling and stuff like that, heading into that first game and moving forward in the season?
I think it definitely helped us. I mean, Coach Malzahn, it really started with Coach Kinsey, like just building that toughness, like throughout spring training to summer training, just that edge and that toughness. We went through and built that. Then the Malzahn, Coach Malzahn, he wanted us to just bite. That was the message he kept preaching all camp. Just bite. So I mean, when we started biting, I feel like we're just a better team now, honestly.
You've been a part of talented running back rooms. You've been on the team with talented running back rooms. When you're seeing the game against New Hampshire, you see all the 4 guys in the locker room going off. I mean, how was that for you on the sideline?
I was excited for him. When Penny Boone had that big run, I almost got up and ran with him. Like, our running back room, we got a stable of running backs. Like, I've never seen such a talented running back room before. It's crazy.
You said around this time last year, you're already kind of feeling the effects and we're banged up. So, have you changed anything in your routine and ability this year to try to avoid those things? What's been kind of the physical process to prepare for another season?
Definitely just my training habits, improve those. Worked with Coach Kinsey a lot, coming and doing my own stuff, and really just really eating. I changed my eating a lot. So I was even watching film the other day of myself from last year. I slimmed down a lot, but I'm still the same weight. So I mean, just my body composition, everything changed and feeling a lot better.
So on that note, body composition, you changed how you eat. What did you do? What are you doing differently now?
Took out a lot of fast foods.
So you were eating a lot of that stuff, and you're just eating healthier?
Yeah, I've learned how to eat clean now. I mean, that's just a part of it. You have to learn how to eat clean and be able to, be a professional in that area. So I really grew in that area.
Yeah, but I was going to ask, you got the tablets now during the games, and then the helmet communication, I guess, through the linebacker. I'm not sure how much you kind of are aware of that happening before play, but how is that different, and how did that help you in the course of the game?
I mean, the helmet thing, that's kind of Ethan.
Yeah, that's not you, but those tablets,
Yeah, the tablets.
did that help the defensive line at all?
It does, because after every series where we go over there with Coach Martin, he's breaking down, hey, like, you see he's a leaner, like, go win that right here on this rush. I mean, that definitely contributed to me getting to the quarterback a lot, being able to sit down with Coach Martin during the game, like, hey, you saw me when you took that step, you made him do that. So, like, now I'm thinking, okay, when I do it again, I'm going to jab and go. So, it definitely helped.
There's a lot of rotation on the defensive end spot. What have you noticed on the outside of you, just from having fresher guys?
Definitely, there's just guys that they're getting there. I mean, they're rushing. Like, you got Najee Kelly rushing, Malachi going, Caden came in, you had Isaiah Nixon. They're quality guys who just go, especially when they're fresh, and there's a good rotation.
Ricky, how much of an opportunity did you get to watch the Sam Houston game this weekend? And what did you kind of see from that offense that maybe stands out to you that could be a challenge or could be something you're really focusing on?
Definitely, like when I watch like games, I pay attention to the O-line, so I really just watching them, and they're big, heavy guys, and we just got to be physical with them.
How did you kind of evaluate the first game for the defense? I mean, the whole preseason we heard the hype about, Ted Roof is going to be aggressive. We heard about all these transfers. We know they have experience in other places. We saw that on display. Obviously, with Deshaun Pace had a monster game. Just how did you like what you guys showed in game one, and how good do you think that'll be the rest of the year?
I mean, I feel like the sky's the limit for this defense. It's just more about guys wanting to, just keeping that effort and that strain no matter who we play, and just attacking no matter who we play.
Coach Malzahn said that there were mistakes on every phase of the game, but what do you think is most correctable going into week 2 on the defense?
Most correctable? Let's see. I don't want to say it like that. I'm trying to think of what's correct. Really, I guess I'm gonna say effort. I feel like you coach everything else, but like effort's something that you have to really like want for yourself. So I mean, just like we had guys get to the ball, but when we truly get all 11, I mean,
Last one for
Ricky, I gotta ask, being in the trenches, you mentioned, taking care of your body, all that being better. You mentioned effort. What kind of a high is it when you're looking across and the guy is more tired than you and you know it because you took care of yourself better? How does that lift you up?
Like when they throw like blood in the water from the sharks. Yeah.
All right, good
Good
stuff,
stuff,
Ricky.
Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky.
We're gonna bring up